guys, hope you've had a great week. It's a lovely day out here. It's been raining off and on a bit, but we've got a spot of sunshine, so we're gonna film as long as we can. We want to say that we're on the traditional territory of the Nanaimo First Nation. This week we're going to be talking about a pretty common species that is called the Tidepool sculpin. So this species is something that you'll probably have seen if you've gone and looked in tide pools on the Pacific coast, anywhere on Vancouver Island, Washington State, anything like that. But I think a lot of people just see the little fish darting through the tide pool and don't really know what they are. So today we're going to actually have a closer look at them. Jillian is walking down the little stream here, herding the fish towards me to essentially mimic a great blue heron. So she's walking along there and startling them to come down towards me. And then these little fish naturally will come and hug my boots because it's hard to see them underneath the cover. So here, Jillian's feet here, she's herding them along the clam beds, and they're hopefully going to come and hug my boots, which makes them much easier to catch than trying to chase them in the stream. So we've got 3 of these little tidepool sculpins. They are hard to catch, as you probably saw. I'm just gonna bring this guy up into my hand so you can see him better. Woo! They are amazing, amazing camouflage. That's the first thing you'll notice about these animals. As you can see, he's in his little rocks here, and you can barely see him. It's amazing. This guy here, a little bit bigger. Yeah, and instinctually into the rocks he goes to hide. Hey, buddy. So just so you know, this water we just pulled right from the tide pool that they've come into, so this is good for them. Here's this little guy right against the rock here, so he feels safe. So these animals here come in a number of colors, as you can see. Even just within the 3 we've got here, there's some different colors. I'm just gonna try and get one up onto my hand so I can point out a couple features. Come here, sweetie. Oh, yes, yes, yes. I know, it's spooky. I'm not a great blue heron, I promise. So you notice these guys, okay, come here, have a really thick head. They have these little pectoral fins. She's got lots of water to breathe there. And they've got this stripy pattern that is able to blend into the rocks really, really well in the shells. What's also interesting about these animals is they actually don't have scales. They're a scaleless fish, and that helps them be really fast and zippy. A lot of sculpins have barbs, some of which are toxic if you get poked by them. These little guys do have barbs, but they don't have any toxin. So if you step on them the wrong way, they are kind of spiny. I'm gonna let this guy go back into the rocks. There you go. But you can see this guy here, the bigger guy here, he's an even darker color, and they can come in a number of colors. Come here, little buddy. I know, there we go. They can come in a number of colors. So this guy's a little bit darker, as you can see. They can come in some really striking patterns. They can come with white with really black speckles. This guy is a little bit lighter and a little bit smaller. And keep in mind too, these guys can be up to a couple inches long. They can be quite a good size, or they can be, this size is, I would say, these are all average. But they can be really, really, really little too. Just depends how old they are. These animals mature about 1 year of age and can live up to 5 years old. As Emily talked about, these animals are excellent at hiding and camouflaging, and they do this because there's a number of predators that are going to be able to spot them and have adapted to hunt them very easily. One of these that we see really commonly around here is the great blue heron. These animals are very good at walking quietly through the stream. They can definitely hear me walking because I'm not very quiet, and so they're all swimming away from me. However, the great blue heron is very good at walking silently through the water, and then they stay still. And this allows the fish to see some shade and be lulled into a false sense of security so that the great blue heron is able to strike and prey on them from quite a close distance. are adorable and really fun to watch. We really want to make sure that you know these are not fish to take home. These fish require salt water only. They will die pretty much immediately in fresh water, although there are some fish like salmon that can do both fresh and salt. That is very rare. And they are also, you can't take wild animals as pets, so we're releasing all of these little fish. There you go, buddy. Be free. I'm releasing them one by one, because if I just tipped the bucket, because there's some gravel and rocks in here, they could be squashed when we tipped. So I'm pulling them out one by one. Come here. There we go. To release these little guys. There we go. And then they're off on their way. And it's very little, it's a little bit of stress for them, for us to show you them, but it doesn't cause them any harm because we kept them in their salt water the whole time. And then the rest of this I'll just slowly pour out. So we've collected a whole bunch of different shore crabs from the tide pools just to show you all the different colors. These are not the Dungeness or red rock crabs that we were showing you last week. These are varied types of shore crabs that are going to be found all over the coast. Pretty much anywhere there's a beach, there's going to be crabs under rocks, in the seaweed, all over the place. So as you can see, they come in a variety of colors, from this white one there that's just very plain, comes in a dark red, and then from everywhere in between we've got all sorts of different speckled, we've got yellow. They're really fun little creatures, making up a huge part of the ecosystem with their own abundance. These are really interesting animals, really fun to catch, one of the staples of a beach. I'm not going to release all of these guys at once. They are fairly territorial, so if I dump them, it would likely result in a big crab fight. So we are going to just put a few here, a few there, and yeah. I'm likely going to splash myself in this process, given this bucket is full of water as well. Okay, so those noisy little birds that just flew by with the bright orange beaks are oyster catchers. They are another very common species along the coast, but they're very shy, hence the pixelated video right now, because I'm not going to try and get any closer. So yeah, they are a wonderful little species. They're going to be eating some of the little creatures we were filming today. And yeah, just a really neat bird. So thanks for joining us on this very windy day to learn all about some of our favorite life in the tide pools here. And we